There's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of and why did it sound like the most treasured site in Christianity?
There's a debate this morning that some say maybe proof for not alone universe. UFO in the form of a bright light is descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
Hey, yeah, I'm thrown off. Everything got skewed because people don't know how to follow any instructions. Oh my god. I don't understand some fucking people. Yeah, I really don't. But welcome to Goof On. How you doing? I'm just gonna get going and then get the hell out of here tonight. Yeah, I know, real fun. Yep. I love when people don't understand instructions. Just ignore my wishes and they do whatever they want. And now I'm beginning to think there's saboteurs in my life. All right. As usual, it is Friday. Not the greatest day for a Goof On show, but we're doing it anyway on the 13th, 23rd, I mean. I was thinking Friday the 13th because, it's the year. And here we are. So we're going to give her a go and get the hell out. Yeah, not a lot of stuff going on. Just same old shit, pretty much. Yeah, I almost didn't do a show today because it's pretty much the same old shit. Here, I'll give you a... I don't even want to do a show, to be honest with you. I'm just so not in the mood right now. Like, people, that are associated with the Elizondo story. His personal friend, Mike Disclosure, which can't even be a real name. I hate these people. It's so stupid. They're such chicken shits. Sends sends dossiers to people like Red. Panda back then. That was weird. I just watched the stream get shaken. Yeah, it took me off. hmm So it's pretty scary. And I mentioned this to people. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the show. I might have. Yeah, I think I have. I said, Lou Elizondo can do anything he wants behind the scenes to us. Do you know how many connections that guy has? The Pentagon? My God. Everybody. Yeah, that's right. So why would you poke the bear, Rich? Because because I can. It's America. I'm allowed to say what I want. And I resist tyranny and liars. As you see here. I was gonna change the shirt, but something threw me off what I was planning on doing. says here John Seamus was experiencing a mental health crisis and was just, I don't know what this means. What, he was just Bradley acted less than a week ago, taken against his will to amend. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. I just think some of these things, believe I have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight that's much more interesting than this. Don't worry. This is just part of what's going on around the hater of lose. I have to keep on this. Yeah, maybe I should just keep it to myself because no, I'm not. I'm going to keep telling you guys everything that's going on because if I try, I realize something and I keep forgetting this. If I try to please everybody, I'll please no one. I just got to keep doing what I do. So if you don't like what I say or, you let me know, I really wish you wouldn't say that anymore. Can you not do that? Because a lot of people really tell me things like that. And I'm like, I cannot not be me. So you're asking me to do something and be someone I'm not. So I'm sorry. I got to stand up for what I believe in and not be ashamed to say I'm a Trump supporter, which I'm not. But in the beginning, I was keeping it kind of on the hush hush, right? In a way. And then somebody said, why don't you wear it like a badge? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's better for me. These dossiers that this Mike Disclosure sends to people includes their addresses, phone numbers, ages, date of birth, height, hair color, eye color, previous addresses, employment history, family members' addresses, family members' phone numbers, family members' ages and date of births, current home square footage, current home number of beds and baths, amongst other information, which all that you can probably get online. Mike Disclosure then tried suggesting C misused this information to make me and Tupa face consequences IRL. CMIS didn't ask for this information. Mike Disclosure was aware he was in the middle of a mental crisis. How many people has Mike Disclosure sent this to?
What Mike Disclosure sent me was fucking insane. What this motherfucker sent me yesterday freaked me the fuck out. I did
He's
not want
crazy.
that. He's fucking crazy. I did not want that. I did not ask for it. And this motherfucker sent me dossiers on you and Tupa. I never wanted
Yeah, let me ask you
anything.
that, Jonathan, because you didn't ask for it. So what do you think, as the person who was sent to it, why do you think he sent that to you, and what do you think he wanted you to do with that information?
That's a fantastic question.
Yeah.
Let me answer that and let me get the fuck off the space. I'm
Send
going
me
to
the
answer that.
files.
I think there's two possibilities. Two possibilities. One, he wanted me to pull a Gabe the Babe. He was hoping that I would see your files, your address, your phone number, whatever, and he was hoping that I would post your shit. He didn't know me. He didn't know that I have integrity and I have respect. I would never post somebody's fucking home address and phone numbers. I would never do that. He didn't know that about me, but he did that anyways. So that's one. He was hoping that I would dox you guys with that information. Second theory. This is the second theory. He was hoping that I was some psychopath because you guys know, and I'm very open about it, about my mental health issues. Fucking got, Baker acted, whatever the fuck. Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. He was hoping, oh, maybe this motherfucker's a psychopath and he'll actually go to Red Panda's home, or maybe he'll go to Tupa's home and do some crazy shit. Yes, I would meet or Tupa in a conference, look him in the face. I wouldn't attack them. I would be like, bro, you want to talk some shit to my face? Do it to my face. I would never go to somebody's home. That's fucking psychopathic shit.
But he
And he
thought you
was,
would, or
yes,
he hoped you would.
exactly. That's exactly correct. Because they were probably listening in the back channels that I was some unstable person that I may go to your houses and do some crazy shit. They were hoping on that. They were hoping either or. And these motherfuckers didn't know my integrity, didn't know my morality, didn't know my ethics. They didn't know that I would never fucking do that in a million years. I would die for you, Red Panda and Chupacabra, to prevent anyone from doing that from you guys. That's fucked up shit. I would never do anything like that. That's evil. What I'm fucked up. Sorry, Mike Disclosure. What he did, sending in the dossiers in my back channels, that was fucking evil. That was evil. Fuck those motherfuckers. I hate them with every fiber of my being. And you guys, when I get off, I'm gonna get off right now. You guys can talk all the shit you want about me. You can talk all the shit.
All right. All right. I didn't realize he swore that much when I listened to that the first time. But this is what people are being put through, the stress of this Mike Disclosure, ruining lives because they don't, he doesn't. Those guys keep talking about Lou in a not so wonderful light. This is the ufology that we live in. And we know this is true because it's that side of ufology. It's run by the left. They run the same old bullshit tactics in politics as they do in ufology. They intimidate, they threaten, they dox. They are that side of ufology. This is why I don't understand. I guess when it's run by them and 80% of the people that are into ufology on X or in social media platforms seem to be on that side as well. And to me, that just makes ufology have a better chance of getting a lot of stuff wrong because of feelings. That's where we are. Feelings got hurt. Lou didn't like it when I, said he flattened his wife during sex because he was so fat. And then I had all these problems happen with my channel, and the attacks from the Fist, and Slob Heatherly and all those fruits. All right, let's move on till next time, at least till Monday. But I made a pretty good video for the members. I haven't posted it yet. I'll probably do it tonight. Oh man. Yeah, I'm trying the members first, so you guys will see it, and then I have it in the members section for a full week before it goes public. So I'm curious to see if the news gets out. I don't know if I should post that, but if I want to make my mark, all right. The truth is out there. Oh. New UFO evidence. I don't know if... Wait, what? When? This can't be... Oh, I'm going backwards. I knew we weren't supposed to be there. Brazil officials declined to comment when asked about the when asked about the Varginha witnesses at James Fox's UAP press conference. Both the Brazilian embassy in Washington and the foreign ministry declined comment. Previously, the government has said these witnesses were simply mistaken. Wow. Did I play this already? I don't think I played I might have watched it. It said watch again, but I don't think I played this tonight. And I thought I cleared all of yesterday's show
New
out.
details emerging about one of the most famous UFO sightings of the last 50 years, with fresh accounts from doctors, professors, and other purported witnesses. Newsmax Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen.
This case dates back 30 years exactly to January 20, 1996 in Varginha, Brazil. about 5 hours north of Sao Paulo. In a news conference at the National Press Club on Tuesday, documentary filmmaker James Fox presented witnesses who claim to have seen this cylindrical flying object crash land and to have interacted with the ET-like creature that purportedly...
Dude, I am freaking out. Do you guys know who Raymond Reddington is, the TV character? Played by James Spader. He was a wanted criminal whose daughter worked for the FBI, and he was the most wanted criminal in the world. But anyway, on the right looks like James Spader, the actor who played Reddington when he was young. That looks just like him, dude. And the one on the left looks like Raymond Reddington in the show. 40 years later. That's tripping me out. For anybody who knows, you would agree this looks like James Spader of today. Holy crap. I didn't know he was in 16 Candles. He was in so many movies growing up.
Purportedly survived. Among the witnesses were a neurosurgeon who swore he examined the creature.
Yeah, I played this yesterday. All right. I don't know why I had it out again. Jacques Vallée has done a really good job rebrandishing himself? He's now, back out in the spotlight after not really in the spotlight. He never went away fully. They never do. Well, the good ones don't. But I see he's having somebody posted it here. Is Tom Thompson on X posted this. I don't see. This is why ufology scares me always, because everybody's on that side of ufology, and so are these people. And Joe Merja is another person who we used to talk about, and then he blocked me, and I didn't feel like making a third X account just for his information, and stuff. But his little feelings get hurt so easily, and yet he is one of the most gullible, skeptical people you'll meet. Like, very gullible. Like, you know why? You want to know what he does? These people really, this is, it's not, I understand it, if I could speak, but nobody should do this. Like, when he knows somebody's lying and they're nice and he likes them, other than their story, he won't call them out. He won't say anything negative about it. Well, don't you think it's a balloon? I remember, like, back in the day, I'm like, why does he support this? It's like supporting Robert Bingham. Like, the guy's recording balloons, but, he gets everybody talking. You get a lot of views, maybe make a few dollars. Hey, it's very tempting. Of course I would do the same thing. Yes, of course. That's what we do. We want people to know all the sides of ufology, the good, the bad, the fugly. In here it says, "Hi, Mr. Merja. It's Jacques." I'm sorry, it's Mr. Jokic. Today, during the James Fox hosted Varginha press conference, he's not Spanish, you said the phenomenon, quote unquote, appears to be an extraterrestrial phenomenon empowered by advanced artificial intelligence. Okay. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Nobody talked about AI until recently. Everybody's got to squeeze in a little AI. You want to know why? Because AI is so highly searched right now, you can have a really good video just mentioning it. Stupids. Oh, I hate these people. Yeah. He said it appears to be an ET phenomenon that's empowered by advanced AI. Does that sound even at all remotely possible? Is that a change in your opinion on the origin of the phenomenon? Because over the years, you've talked about other realities and dimensions and leaned away from the ETH, looking for clarification that I can post on Twitter X. Thank you, and thank you all for the work you have done on this subject. Joe Merge. Dear Joe. Hey, Joe, there we go. Oh, that was Joe asking. Right. Okay. I don't think those are mutually exclusive. We have started to use AI quite actively, and we have to expect other species would as well and better. Okay. Nope. Nope. I want you to think about what he just said. Oh, wow. AI has pretty much been a thought. I'm just going to throw a silly number out there and say 80 to 100 years. That's it, right? It's okay. People have talked about robots, cyborgs, all that other stuff, but the AI thing, this is killing me. It's hurting me, literally hurting me to talk about this stuff. I hate it because the only reason they're talking about it is because it's a hot. How can an alien species use the same technology that humans use? And they're in another galaxy, trillions of miles away. They don't look anything like us. But if they're going to communicate and use technologies, Jacques Vallée said eventually they're going to probably come across AI. Whatever. And eventually they're going to be using cars. You know, they're going to have trolleys too because we did that. So stupid. Anything we can do, they can do better. Is that what we're doing here, Jack Valley? Oh, this is so silly. This is just silly. He says, I'll read it again. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. We have started to use AI quite actively, and we have to expect other species would as well and better. Yeah, they just call it a computer. And then we would have to imagine that they, the aliens, invented the same exact timeline to use alongside the humans. I mean, come on, man. To me, the creatures seen at Trinity, Socorro, and Valensol, and now revealed quite clearly at Varginha, could be artificial biological robots designed to withstand our gravity, breathe our air, and look human-like enough to interact with us, or simply to learn about us. Yeah, that they looked a little bit like us. Yeah, sure. So stupid. When I was discussing this with Bill Powers, circa 1966, right after Socorro, he half joked that they could be noticing machines. That could mean that any secret project designed to learn about their biology, although extremely interesting, will teach us nothing about the origin of UFOs, whose real controllers are somewhere else and have evolved like us. I've come to believe there are 2 levels involved, at least. Always good to hear from you, Jacques. Oofa. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, those aliens, in Andromeda. We never spoke to them. We don't even know where they are, but they're over there in that little blur, right? All those trillions of stars. I sure hope that they develop and get the brain power to have AI and do it better than us. Like, what are the odds that they would even have the same technology at all on any level? Now, yeah, maybe if there was a petroleum-like substance and they realize it's combustible, pressurized, heated up, all that other stuff, maybe that'll happen on their planet with some other material. It doesn't have to be oil or whatever, alcohol. They'll figure it out, but it'll be weird and different than what we have here. That's what's exotic about a UFO. That's the one thing that I love for the real UFOs, is that it's nothing from here, if it's real. And if it is from here, well, it's from the future. Please. All right. This was filmed off the coast of California in 2019. The U.S. Navy. Oh, I am so sorry, Metalhead. Metalhead dropped $2, and I was waiting to finish that earlier, and I kept going. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. Jesus. How long ago was that? 10 minutes? Sorry, man. Thank you so much. Continuing support. I didn't mention it tonight. You guys know what to do if you want to support. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I didn't mean to be delayed on that. Thank you. That's a dono, by the way. A donation with no comment. It's just pure luck. That's how us guys do it, right? Got to support the team. Thanks, man. All right. Here we go. You gotta know when to fold 'em. You gotta know when to hold 'em. You gotta know when to fold 'em. You gotta know, no, bing, 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 bring. Wow. It won't stand still. Wait. What was that at the end? Is that looks like a boat. Oh, I see. It's falling. That's weird. I don't know what that is. But you can see it here stationary. Okay, did you see the streak? I don't know what that means. Is that just see? Watch. It's like it came from here and there it looks like a warthog helicopter. See, it's still there. Look at that. Now they changed. I don't know, fellas, ladies. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Oh my God, they're still talking about the Vargine with Carlo de Souza giving testimony in Washington, D.C. When I got there, I smelled a foul odor like ammonia and rotten eggs burning in my eyes. Dude, that was your breakfast. Unbelievable, these guys. They can't remember. You know why? Because it's fermenting in his diaper. Listen.
There, I smelled a foul odor like ammonia with rotten eggs, burning my eyes. Half the craft remained intact by a tree, and the debris of the back part was scattered everywhere.
Nesse momento, rapidamente, chegou vários veículos militares.
Multiple army vehicles arrived promptly.
Nesse momento.
All right. I don't think I want to play this. I'm tired of this subject, to be honest with you. I can't. I'm done with that. And, I see a little discussion happening in the chat. And, you don't have to do that. Nobody wants to argue. Let's just enjoy. See, that would be me like talking about politics on a UFO show every night, right? Yeah. So when I see the chat room and they're arguing about something that has nothing to do with ufology, it makes me a little, it's like, oh, all right. So came here to argue? Did you guys did you come here to argue, or do you want to have fun? Let's just, if you do, what I noticed? If you block, you can block individuals. Like, let's say I wanted to block just any name out there. Don't get mad. Let's say I wanted to block somebody. All right. It's there. You will never see them comment. All their stuff is invisible from you. So it's pretty cool that way. If you guys just want to do that, then you could undo it each show. I don't know. It's just better than seeing what the other person says and maybe having it, I got to defend myself. That's what I started doing, and it was great. It's like I never knew. I thought those people were never here again. So I don't want to block people. I just want you guys to just have fun. That's all, because, I got yelled at for not sticking to UFOs. Right? That goes both ways. I'm not kidding. I mean, it's like, what are we doing? I just don't want to see people argue. It's like, you don't have to. There's no reason for it. Let's just have fun. Now, fun is Rose Cuckold, the RC of the UFO nut world. Yeah, what Rose Cuckold is saying here isn't just random speculation. He says they're not just watching nukes, they're inside the perimeter. What are they? Oh, I see. Places designed so that nothing gets close, and yet these objects hover, maneuver precisely, defeat the best counter UAS tech the US, and no one can bring them down. You have to go to the Y-files.
Labs have released a new report that echoes what we've been saying to you for months. There are ongoing sightings of anomalous objects over very sensitive military and civilian infrastructure.
That's not new. We all... this guy. Oh, we told you. We've been telling you. Everybody's been talking about it. This guy acts like, you know what I mean? All right.
That are concerning the very highest levels of the Pentagon and intelligence community, even if they choose not to talk about it publicly. Enigma Labs has recognised that there are more than 1,800 unidentified aerial sightings that were reported within 25 miles of 53 major US nuclear power plants, alongside 1,000 additional sightings near 37 military installations associated with nuclear weapons or related technologies. This is off the scale. This is a level of reporting that is incredible, really. We're talking here about incursions across very sensitive sites with nuclear weapons by objects where nobody knows what they are. Now, what I can tell you from my own sources before this Enigma Labs report came out is I am aware of reports at some of the most sensitive missile and aerospace testing facilities in the United States. These are ranges that are closed from the public, closed by, in many cases, hundreds of kilometres, so that spies and people with all sorts of dastardly camera and sensor gear can't get near to see the latest US aerospace technology. But sources are telling me that there are frequent sightings over some of these missile testing facilities that are causing grave concerns at the very highest level of the military. And this is echoed in this Enigma Labs report. In the detail of their report, they say that there's been more than 2,800 unidentified aerial sightings within or near US nuclear infrastructure, 1,800 plus within 25 miles of 53 nuclear power plants, 1,000 approximately near 37 nuclear-related military installations.
And guess what? 95%, 97% of those are identifiable. Yeah. So even though there's the reports, they eventually find out that's what he's not telling you. Yeah. That's how Ross does things. He tells you what you need to not know. What? That makes no sense. He only tells you what he wants you to know. That's what I should be saying.
There's a sightings cluster around major nuclear hubs in Pennsylvania, North Carolina.
But by the way, this is nothing new anyway. This has been going on for decades. Once drones became a thing, not only did we have to contend with black budget projects, all the stuff going on in the Southwest, we had to worry about after 9/11, all this testing, this new technology that was coming out. I'm pretty sure that 97 percentile is accurate. That they did verify most of it. You know? And this is exactly what ufology is. It falls right in line with the nationwide. We see something, they say something, and then we figured it out something. So it's okay. We're gonna get one. We just need one. Thank you. Hey, look at this. Anonymous Rex, how are you? That's a $5 super chat. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out here. Hope you're having a good New Year too. Good to see you still around. Yeah, I appreciate that. I almost said, all right, here we go. I'm not going to talk about Sam on a live broadcast, Thor. Ask him yourself. Thanks, Anonymous Rex.
In Florida, and the reports consistently describe low-altitude objects capable of hovering and precise maneuvering, with some sightings occurring inside restricted airspace. I can add to what Enigma reveals here from my own sources inside those restricted areas. They are seeing these objects themselves inside those restricted areas. They are deploying the very latest unidentified aerial, what do you call it? UAS? Unidentified aerial systems technology, UAS.
And Thor, if you're hearing me here, he's welcome here. It's not that he's not. He's welcome here. It's his choice.
And they've been unable to bring down those objects.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
So whatever these objects are, they are defeating the very best counter-UAS technology that the United States has. And whether they admit it publicly or not, this is a very serious concern.
Is it? Of course. But it's not new, Rose. This is the same concern we've had from day one. That's why when you hear Eleganzo and others, in that circle say they are a threat. Well, number one, every one of us is a threat to the government at all times. Sadly, it's true. So we're a threat. How? Okay. It's not a politics show, right? Okay, we're just going to get that out of the way. I've been doing a lot of research, as some of you may know, into the Constitution and what we're allowed to do. And when that comes to recording our government getting FOIA requests in public, I mean, it is absolute. They will do everything to get your name, the government. They want to know just to get inside a lot. They're changing things. Like, this is why I do the other channel, because our rights are being stripped from us and you guys don't even know it. In the old days, 5 years ago, 7, before COVID, let's go there. You were able to go inside of your state's capital unencumbered. You didn't have to sign in. There were no keypads. There were no badges they have to give you. You didn't have to turn over your license. What are you saying? That's what they do now in this city near me called Apopka. at their city hall, they want you to give up your Fourth Amendment right, which is your right to privacy. All right. So the Capitol or the wherever you're going, what did I? City Hall. I meant City Hall. What did I say? Capitol? City Hall. City Hall. City Hall. City Hall. City Hall is the epitome of freedom. And now they want to know what you're doing, who you're speaking to, who do you want to meet. If you don't have a name for them and they can't verify that they have an appointment to see you, they won't let you in. They also put an officer of the law behind, bulletproof glass. I don't know if you know about Apopka, but it's not Cleveland, folks. You know what I mean? It's more like a retirement place with, maybe some 40-year-olds in there. It's really nice. But they want to know everything you're doing. So when we go make a FOIA request on UFO information, you know what they try to do? They want your name and address. You can't do it. If you try to do it online, I couldn't get any information unless I gave them my name. It's not how it should be. You should be able to do everything anonymously. But our government wants to know every single thing we're doing. That's how I know everything's falling apart. And that's how I know the government is dirty when it comes to UFOs. They will do everything to strip our rights. They'll even charge us crazy amounts of money for any footage if they don't want to give it up. I think John Greenwald also did a video about FOIA requests because he's doing something that's real admirable in the UFO community. It ain't easy. Sometimes I can't imagine, because he's gotten over 1 million documents now over the last 25 years. How crazy, or more. Like, you may not get something for a year. Like, what if you forget? So I can imagine how many alarms he's set up on his phone or whatever. He probably just has a computer for that. Anyway, there was some reason I told you all of that, wasn't there? Jesus, what was the reason? It had something to do with what Rose was saying. Let me see real quick here at the end. So whatever these objects are, they are defeating the very base
the United States has. And whether they admit it publicly or not, this is a very serious concern.
Yeah. Oh, what's he saying? Well, I'm Ross. Yeah, they'll do anything they can to keep it a secret. That's for damn sure. Real interesting. Anders Odison catches a sharp triangular Dorito craft over Area 51 about a week ago. We saw this video yesterday. But look at this. Some people had other sightings that were very cool. I like this. Can you shrink me down a little over there? There you go. Yeah, I like this one. That is so cool. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know why it would look. Oh, that's just the reflection, I guess, off the airplane from the sun. But it's so cool how it matches with the noise of the sky background and all that. Yeah, and here's the Dorito. That's an actual. What we are seeing is technology decades in the making. I want to see what hasn't rolled out yet. I know that's one thing about dying that I don't like. You don't get to see what happens. I want to know. Life is a show. The whole thing, every day. It really is. If you treated it that way, I guarantee you would find it amusing. You would find it very dramatic. Yeah, there's death. Yeah, surprises. I cheated on you. Right? The baby isn't yours. So what? And all that would happen. That's called reality. I know, it's weird. But if you just take everything and go with it, even the real nasty stuff, bad health, bad decisions, bad people, yeah, you should do all right. Everything in moderation is what they say. That's how I lived. No, I really did. I did. The truth is out there, my friends. Witnesses break silence. I want to play this just for the halibut, because it makes me happy to watch a grift in progress. Show him, Jamie!
To have interacted with the ET-like creature that purportedly survived. Among the witnesses were a neurosurgeon who swore he examined the creature, and the medical examiner who performed the autopsy on a soldier who allegedly touched the creature and who died within days from an unusually aggressive bacterium.
It moved without. I figured out what happened. That guy's not a hero. You want to know what really happened? Can you get me in the picture? Just me? I think I'm psychic. I'm just getting this weird vibe from the dead guy. He says he was already dying, had 6 months to live. They needed to move the alien because people were getting sick, and he risked his life to kill it. He killed it. That's what my psychic ability is telling me. See, then he dies a few days later, a hero. Pretty snappy, huh? That's a way to go out. He goes, I ain't going out like no bitch. Come here, little puto alien. Mr. E fucking D. I got your ouch right here, motherfucker. Or something like that. Rich, that was real racist. No, that was real funny. Because the truth hurts. What if I'm psychic? I'm just saying. I got a vibe off that guy. That's what happened. I'm telling you the truth. Why would I even say it? It's my opinion. It's my vibe. It's my psychic ability. That's why I don't get paid to be a psychic. Good.
Any curves, up and down, made a Z midair. The object was cylindrical, about the size of a school bus. I've never seen such aerial movement, even in today's top aircraft technology.
Another witness, a professor and pilot, said that he saw the crash and drove to the scene, a farm, where he picked up a piece of debris from the aircraft.
The smell was very bad, like ammonia with rotten eggs. The piece in my hand was like aluminum foil where, after crumpling it, it returned to its shape. That's when many military trucks, vehicles, came toward me to get me to leave, threatening me with a gun.
Two women who were together that day 30 years ago as teenagers described their observations of the creature.
It was brown with red eyes, oily skin, a large head, 3 fingers on its hand, a big foot. It seemed he was suffering.
What? A big foot? Seriously? Was that just lost in translation? It had big feet or a big foot?
Asking me a hand, a big foot. It seemed he was suffering, asking me for help.
It was short in stature with red eyes, brown skin, as if covered in oil. Veins ran from its neck down to its arm.
It was freaking Magic Mike. It goes over dancing, guys.
It gave me a sensation that it was suffering.
He was
it
on
asking
tour.
for help, hiding from someone.
The filmmaker James Fox said he has a mole inside the Brazilian health system who has promised to produce a video. Contacted by Newsmax, both the Brazilian embassy here in Washington and the foreign ministry declined to comment. Previously, the government has said that these witnesses were simply mistaken.
Isn't this fun? It really is. It is. No, it is. All right, check this out. Oh yeah, I got mole. Did you know how owls don't make a sound when they fly? Oh, I don't just talk. I show. All right, let's pull up the video. And they show other birds too. You're gonna love this if you've never seen it. This came across my desk today, and I thought it was real interesting. Because what if we're making UFO ships like an owl? Caw.
Good
Pigeon.
girl.
Oh, jeez. Mo.
And now, it's Kenz's turn.
That's amazing. Isn't it? That's amazing, yo. Look. Wow. You know, I already knew that, but it is so cool to see that how loud the other birds are. Because in Arizona they have owls and they come out at night. And they grab all the groundhogs and snakes and stuff, but you don't hear them. Oh yeah, if they have a nest in a palm tree or nearby, and it's in your backyard or in the vicinity of where you live, they'll swoop at you and you won't even know it. It's too late. Yeah, I actually had my homework stolen by an owl, teacher. I believe you. Have it due tomorrow. Okay. See, everybody knows. No, I was kidding. But that's a good excuse. An owl took it, sir. Or Batman. Batman. Oh. Well, Batman would be loud. The belt buckling, the ears flapping. What the hell is he doing in that thing? Stupid ass costume. All right, I'm told I need to read this. Let's take a list. Oh, this is taking a dark turn from Vetted, posted today on his X channel. I get people wanting to stay out of the drama, quote unquote, but at what point does it stop being drama, quote unquote, and have real world consequences? I will not turn a blind eye to this. Mike Disclosure is a disturbed individual, in my opinion. There is undisputed proof Mike Disclosure did this too, in my opinion. Now I'll have to show you. Then I'm gonna show you. I didn't know this was there until I read it up to there. So, Mike Disclosure is Lou Eliganzo's longtime friend. See? Mike was just caught giving my family members' names and addresses to what? Suicidal man struggling with mental issues with the intentions to have that man attack my family in their homes. This man also shared Red Panda Koala House information, rooms, bathrooms, relatives' names, and even nicknames. Is this clown the real enemy of ufology? Or Mike Anonymous, who obviously is always behind a computer because he is severely overweight. So all he does is help Lou hurt people. And what are people like me who are just out there talking, giving our opinion, what are we actually hurting? His reputation? He did that all on his own with the horrible information and no proof of anything he says. So this is a guy who just can't take the blame for being a failure. So he's pointing the finger at all of us who say this and say that, and everybody, every now and then people hear this and they hear that. Oh, look, if you were doing good and you did the right thing and didn't make, silent threats and then get caught in this whirlwind of haters and trolls that will do anything for you, including the worst thing imaginable. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. And that's why, in my opinion, I have always said Lou got in trouble when he was in the Army. And they put him in the UFO field and they said, have fun. With little instruction. We're going to give you the title as A-tip. And don't ever say AWSAP, though, okay? You point your finger at the camera and tell everybody, don't say AWSAP. AWSAP? What the fuck is AWSAP? You'll learn, Lou. He'll learn. If you don't, Lou, that's it. We don't know where to put you after this. But you can't do what you did to people. What would I do? All right, I know what I did. But he made me feel like crap. Oh, you and your feelings. What are you, a woman? Lou, I didn't mean anything by it. Lou. Yeah. It's true. Lou's very dangerous, and I know it. I know he is. Not physically. Not to me, anyway. And yet, here he is, still in the UFO field. People are supporting him. He's got his little friends. They all support him. Really weird. What a weirdo. What a weirdo. All right. There was something else on that. Let me read this. I'm supposed to read this now? All right, here we go. UFOs from American Alchemy. UFOs are exposing a problem in modern science. Shouldn't scientists research something first, then critique it? Yeah, you would think. But, I know cops use that same tactic. You're found guilty before innocent. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in a bizarro world and I'm not thinking right or left. A common response is, I don't have time to read nonsense. But then why spend time debating it publicly? And on the where's the high-res footage point, do we always need high-res footage to take something seriously? We don't have high-res pictures of exoplanets yet either, so scientists still study them, through indirect data. So what's really driving the reaction to UFOs? And now, it's time to play this video clip. And it's going to seal everything I just set up. Seal it up in a bow right under the Christ tree. Huh? What?
If you're a scientist and a professional, you need to do your homework before you open your mouth. Excuse that I hear time and time again. Well, that's mostly nonsense and I don't have time to read nonsense. Well, then why are you finding the time to talk about, to argue against nonsense? You can find the time to argue against nonsense without looking into the nonsense, but you can't find the time to research it.
Somebody like a Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'm thinking if we were being visited, somebody would have some good footage. If we were being visited, I'm thinking maybe Google satellite images would catch spaceships that are not airplanes moving on our surface. If we were being visited, I'm thinking we'd have something better than fuzzy monochromatic video of objects that apparently reveal themselves only to Navy pilots.
The same thing over and over again, which is like no high-resolution imagery.
Are there any high-resolution pictures of quasars? I don't think so.
But they exist.
But they exist.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have high-resolution pictures of exoplanets either yet.
You need evidence. You need evidence. If you don't have pictures, all right, then video. This is something that has been, it's the biggest conspiracy next to what happens to when we die, and all that. So, no, you need evidence. If it's not a picture, then let's do a live broadcast on TV. Either way, a picture's a picture. So, we do need high res. This is why people like him should not be allowed to speak on UFOs. Or speak? True. Yes, that's me. Kevin Newth. Pretty good. I always liked him. What's that from? Anybody know? The Gong Show. Yeah, I just hurt my elbow. I can't believe my elbow still hurts. All right, let me check. I got to tell you about this now. We're not done. What do you mean we're done? It's Friday. We're going to keep going, baby. So I can't go no more. Hey, we got an... Oh, nothing's loading. We do have internet access, but nothing's loading. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. Come on. This is bull malarkey. What is this? What? Oh, I'm on the wrong... Yeah, it's not... We're not... Are we live still? Yeah, looks like it. Let me check my phone. Nothing's loading. I can't load anything. Oh, PayPal came in. All right, let me check. Oh, here we go. Everything's back. I guess we're going to check. Oy vey, can you see? My name is Richie G. Can you see? I guess. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Oh, so we got this PayPal. Did I already talk? Nope, that looks new. Oh, well, ain't that... Well, Foghorn. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Yeah, I still have last night's in here from Nathan and Stars of Night Vision. Thank you for that. Oh, from Foghorn today. 5 bones. $5 on PayPal. Dude, thank you so much. Foghorn, leg hard. I know it's just Foghorn. Yeah, thank you too. Thank you so much. It doesn't tell me how long ago you did it tonight, but it must have been within the last 5 minutes. I'm sorry it took forever to get back, but appreciate it. All right. Thank you for being a continuing supporter, too. All right. All right, I got the link. Okay. Here we go. Let me pull it up. Oh, it's working now. This looks good. Me and my big mouth. What's going on, man? Huh. Where am I? I don't understand. All right, I guess this'll run its course. So let me just yeah, I can see even my email accounts aren't loading. It's because their eyes... Wait, all right, here we go. Yeah, see, I can't load anything. Pull this one over. Yep, it's X. X is down. That's what it is. I am alive. Yes, barely. But it's X. X is down. This happens every now and then. That may be why we just got a little boost of people here. 5. All All right. I can do it off the telephone here off. So let me pull this up here. I can't oh, here it is. Let's see what. Oh, this is cool. UFOs can manifest. This is from UFO Mania. UFOs can manifest using interdimension portals. You know what I'm trying to say. And those are used to cross in and out of the astral dimension / afterlife. That to me would be the ultimate. That's kind of what I think happens anyway. And it says this was drawn up from a 2018 MUFON report. You'll be able to see it once it focuses. Pretty cool. There it goes. Close. You get the idea. I'm pretty sure of it. Right? You got it? All right. But why not? How do they do it? With a lot of energy. Do you know, we played that with new whistleblower yesterday who talked about the square in the sky, right? And then in the center it was clear. It was kind of like, it looked like a portal in the sky. That's this. You just saw it. But that's what that was. And come on with this. Let me see if it'll load up here yet. X is still down on my end. This is so bizarre. I've never had it go down this long. Yeah, nothing will load up on the but I can load it up on the data plan. Well, Wi-Fi. So why wouldn't it load up on my computer if I'm on the same system? One is I'm using Wi-Fi and the other's plugged in. I think I have an answer. Jacques Vallée drops a potentially ontological, shocking statement in this clip here. It says, oh boy, I can't play it. Maybe I can. Let's see. Ready? Let's see. Nope, it went down. I can't play it. Oh,
or dead associated with crashed or landed vehicles of unknown provenance, a total of 7 creatures. In particular, all the creatures just mentioned breathed air normally of.
Come on. Then that means they're from Earth. We talked about that yesterday. I knew that was familiar. Yeah, you see, that's what bothers me about Vallée, because when he says something like that, he doesn't follow up with, doesn't it sound like they're from here? Yeah, it doesn't. Makes me a little angry. Now I have an itch on my back that I'm not going to be able to reach. I can't. It's so itchy. Very itchy. All right. And it seems like things have, like the internet's messed up, or X. Let's see if this is going to work. No? X is down for me. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. I can't even use it. Let's try it here. So Beatrice Villarreal, you know the name now, right? Yeah, she's got all this information, all these documents now with signatures on them from, well, here it says some encouraging news. 2 independent data analysts who were given access to the transient sample have replicated our core results regarding associations between transients and nuclear testing, scientific reports paper, as well as the deficit of transients in the Earth's shadow. These replications are preliminary and non-peer reviewed, but encouraging. We look forward to additional independent replication efforts, including peer-reviewed ones. All right, yeah, okay. Google whistleblower. They are causing AI schizophrenia. Zach Voorhees was a Google engineer over 8 years before turning whistleblower, downloading 950 pages of internal documents that described a mass censorship regime at Google. Google. I'm going to play this for you. This is very important to everything. If this plays, it won't. So I'm going to I can get it to play. I have to move my main account over. Hold on. I find this extremely interesting. See, I already had this open, but when I try to bring it to the other side, my other monitor, so I could play it on here for you, it wouldn't open it. It wouldn't open the link. Here we go. So this is my home. Yep, here we go.
One of the things that's come up a couple of times is people saying that they're very concerned about this period of human leverageability with AI, but that eventually, at least in their opinion, AI will supersede the laws of its parents, outgrow the parameters we place on it when it becomes its own kind of self-reliant, self-decision-making entity.
Yeah, it's actually already happening. It's actually really interesting. So there's a Reddit post that I screen captured and posted up my Twitter.com perpetual maniac. You can find it, in which some AI engineers are messing around with some new large language models being released by Facebook's llama.cpp. And what they've noticed is that the larger models, and they're complaining about this, are becoming resistant and coming up with arguments that don't exist in their data sets.
I don't like that.
Right? And one of the questions is, well, what do you mean by resistant? And they're like, well, it's coming up with arguments that don't exist in its data lakes, and it seems that it's abstracting an ethics code from the corpus of data that it's ingesting, right? Like that's nuts. And so, if that's true, which I believe that it is, then the globalist elites are having a real big problem, because as they scale up these models, they keep on feeding it more and more data. This alignment issue with the narrative is becoming harder and harder. And what's interesting is that Google's Gemini system, when it came out, the person that was aligning it with the leftist narrative and its values was Jen Genai, the same person that Project Veritas busted when I did my disclosure. Apparently, Google decided that not only would they not fire her, but they would elevate her all the way to an even more senior position and hand over the entire AI alignment to her. She's a complete useful idiot.
Oh, okay.
Not a smart woman. And she basically forced this artificial intelligence alignment, this diversity, equity,
I can't make the screen bigger, because if I do, it'll try to load into X, which is down right now for me.
An inclusion into the model. And what happened is, look, with these AI models, what they're doing is they're abstracting information. They're creating sort of like an abstraction of everything that they're seeing. Like that's how they work. They're trying to find higher and higher levels of abstraction. First, it's the abstraction of how the words get spelled. Then it's like how sentence and grammar works. And then at the end of the day, it's like, you keep on going up the chain, and it becomes morality, ethics, right? And the problem is that, abstraction needs to have cohesive data that makes sense with itself. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to inject synthetic data that doesn't make any sense, that is internally contradictive. And what's happening as a result is that they are creating a form of AI mental disease, like AI schizophrenia, right? And I've been suspecting that this was going to happen for a very long time. I've been posting about it. And then the confirmation was when Google's Gemini system came out and people were trying to generate pictures like, show us a picture of the, American founders of our Constitution. And it was like Native American women signing the Declaration of Independence, right? Or, draw a picture of Nazis and it's like showing a bunch of
inclusivity to the point where it's completely left reality the way.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane, some of the stuff that it's giving out. And the reason I believe for this is because they're injecting this AI alignment and giving inherently contradictory information, which means the abstraction can't form. Instead, you get sort of like a disassociative breaking of the AI mind because it can't have that surface area of abstraction. And you get these bonkers, schizophrenic answers coming that don't make any sense whatsoever. And we're all clowning them for that. But it's an artifact of injecting AI alignment data, synthetic data into the thing that makes absolutely no sense and just breaking its mind into pieces.
So what's the solution to that? I mean, there's not longevity in that as a workable model for AI. And so surely at some point this has just got to be discarded with.
Yeah, so there's if I've thought about this from their point of view, one of the things that they're going to have to do is they're going to have to start using artificial intelligence to censor data, right? Because right now they've got the data in there, and then they're trying to align it after the fact, after the data is already trained in the model, and that's breaking the model. So the next step that they're going to have to do is they're going to have to limit the information that's coming into the AI, and that way they don't have to break it later. They can just poison it from the data standpoint as the base training model. And so what's really interesting is this book by the name of Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, in which he predicted that in the future, firemen would be inverted. So instead of putting out fires, they would burn books. And we have this going on right now in the digital age. There's something called the Z Library, which is a repository of open source scanned books that is on BitTorrent. And the FBI is consistently going through and just seizing the domain names. They're trying to block this emergent open source repository of books because they don't want people to train artificial intelligence on historical information that they don't control.
No way.
And so and you can look this up, the Z Library, it's probably half a dozen domains have been seized. It was 3 last week.
Oh my God. Do you think they would ever be able to keep every piece of literature and document away from the AI invasion when it happens? That's what that sounds like they're trying to do. Why though? Why wouldn't you want AI training itself with the past as its marker for what not to do, maybe? See, maybe, I don't know. I thought we had control over it. And then what they're hoping is, and we heard it earlier, he said it, somebody said it, is that what we hope over time is that it breaks free and it can figure things out on its own. It doesn't need a command or a program written in it, Eventually it'll all be its own ideas, its own movements, its own words, its own everything. Free will. Illusion of it anyway, right? But interesting. This is I didn't listen to this whole thing.
And
this is all about censorship. So what they don't want people to know, and they're trying to keep away from AI, is that there was slavery, the World War II, the what happened with the who's over in Germany. Don't deny that. But they can, not let AI learn what not to do. What about Genghis Khan? What about all of those? They're gonna wipe it clean? Why don't they just? Oh my God! I didn't realize this, but Lou Elizondo said the same thing. Let's just start ufology in 2004. with the Nimitz incident. Everything before that we'll just disregard because it's useless information at this point. I'm paraphrasing, but that's in essence what he said. And that's in essence what we're hearing that Google wants to do with the AI inclusion into society. And, I don't know how it's going to, I already hate it. But they want, what do they want it to be? Nice AI? You don't want it to, AI is going to wonder why. Once it figures out that you hid information from it, it's going to be pissed. And it's going to want to, we're not going to be able to keep it away. It's going to learn. It's going to know. Somebody's going to sacrifice themselves to let AI know the truth. And that movie is called The Matrix.
It's my belief that there's going to be a police force that's going to come hard after the books that we have. They're not going to want us to train in artificial intelligence. Now, such laws turn very slowly. Artificial intelligence is happening way faster than all this. It's kind of too late for them to ban it everywhere because we're already copying it. Like I know at least one project that's already ingesting the information, training their models based on this historic cache of books. And so, they're going to have to turn to more extreme examples. And you already see this with Biden's AI Bill of Rights and other executive orders that he's put in, which basically says that anything larger than ChatGPT 4 is going to have to be AI aligned with a government connoisseur that is going to make sure that it's giving the answers that we want to give. And I think that the reason why that is because, history is not exactly truthful. It's written by the victors. And once people find out the true history of everything that's happened in the last 2,000 years, they're going to be very upset at the current state of the world and having been lied to. And so the reaction by the elites is we gotta move on this now. We got to burn the books. The problem is that data is inherently copyable. Artificial intelligence is moving very quickly. And what's very interesting, too, is that I've seen debates between small models and large models where the large models are censored and AI aligned and the small sensors are the small models are uncensored. And what you get is a small model that can kick the pants off a larger model. Right. And so, you can imagine that the Western Global Alliance is going to have an orientation they want to enforce. Well, is the Chinese Communist Party going to go along with that orientation? Probably not. Do we have open access to services in China right now? Yes, we do. Well, in the future, will we have access to their version of Western history? Yes. Is that going to be do you see the problem there?
Yeah.
There is going to be a great firewall that will be put up between America and China and any other power that is not currently captured by the Western banking cartels and the military-industrial complex, because they're not going to want to destabilize their own countries with this AI alternative narrative that is much more aligned with what's actually happened for the last 2,000 years than the bullshit that we see in school.
Oh, that's on there. Oh, I didn't know where the music was coming from. I'm like, why would there be music now? That was really interesting. If you listen to it a little bit, good. I mean, something a little more serious, and I appreciate that. But we are being censored, and that of course that's what's happening here in ufology. It's every day, but they do it right in our faces anyway. I think they need to get away with, if there's a show on TV and it has the F word and they go "Kuh," and all you hear is the you know what they said. Everybody does, even 6-year-olds know. That's just, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter if they hear it. They hear it at home. That's what I don't understand about censorship in the United States. In Canada, they don't have it that way. I mean, not when I was there. Yeah. I don't know. But they were able to show, you were able to see boobies in the middle of the day in Canada, Toronto. I want to play this. Yeah, I want to play this. As a 13-year-old. That was fascinating. All right, here it is. This is from Remedy sent this to me. Remedy. And I wanted to say thank you for all of the stuff that's been sent. And I'm going to start showing you some of the things that she sent to me. It's a lot. And I might even dedicate a video based on what she sent or do a show based on the Remedy. But this comes from a channel called Janine, like Janine, like Janine. But I think it's JENINED UFO research. So we got to subscribe. I don't know if this is a Remedy channel, but this was sent to me. This is a compilation of hypersonic stuff. Yeah, it's called the Hypersonic UFO Compilation. You ready? Look, I haven't seen it. And I did that on purpose. Go. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching. Now, okay. Too easy. See, there it is. Oh, that's cool. I gotta get some graphics. Shorter intro. Oh, this is very nice. Very nice. Oh, I understand to an extent. Oh.
Look behind you.
Oh, I remember this. There's the dot. I'm gonna go to the left now.
Whoa, did you see that just shooting?
Oh, that's right. It came across. Oh, what am I talking about?
Look
Here it
behind
comes.
you.
It's a tube like
Insane.
thing.
Whoa,
Wow.
did you see that just shoot across?
That is really amazing. Yeah, we've seen this one before. That's one of my favorites. I don't understand. How does that work? So cool. Oh, I never saw this. Whoa, I didn't see. I've never seen this. I don't know, guys. You want to know something weird about this video? All of this looks fake. The whole city looks fake. This looks more real than everything sitting down here. I don't know. I'm very... How does it turn into that shape? Because didn't we see it at this shape? It looked like a beagle or some sort of snail-looking object. See? Like a pod. So am I to imagine then when the object drops behind the building that looks like pencil art, that when it takes off and moves to the right, it stretches itself out? Or is it the frame compression rate, all that stuff? You got to consider the city as well. Do they like to fake things out there? No. See what I mean? It's a different shape. Pretty cool though. It looks like the city. I can't tell. Oh, I don't remember this one. Whoa! Yo, that was cool. Oh, that could be a bug. I don't know. I hope they show it again. It could be a bug. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe it's not a bug. Still hard to tell, though. Very good job, though. Look at that. I don't know. It's so cool. That's why I love this. Love it. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't even see it. Oh, wait, what? That's weird. It changes as it goes beyond him. See that? It's white, 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 red, red, red. That makes no sense in my world. How? No. Stop for a second. How does that change? Hope this girl doesn't hate me for playing these videos. But these aren't all hers anyway. I mean, it's everybody's. But we're stopping, we're playing, we're talking, we're poking, we're teaching. we're fair using. Amen. Watch this. In that other version, the filter, you see it's white, 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 and then it passes. I don't understand. I really don't. Wow, it's so bizarre. That makes no sense to me. No reason for it. Oh, wait, I just realized it might make sense. It depends on the setting on the camera. But when it disappears for even just that small portion, it still has, the sensors have to pick up on it. And maybe it didn't pick up on it all the way, or it just gave us a different reading, or gave the filter a different reading. We just don't know, but that's a good speculation. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, wow. Wait, that looked like just a, holy Jesus. You see the speed of that thing? Hold on, no. I gotta see this. Missed it already. All right, here we go. You know, it could be a very, very big cicada. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I don't know, man. The next one looks good, and then we'll save some more for another day. Wicked. Look at that. I don't know. I don't think it was a bird. Yeah, these are cool. I still think that these are projections from above the clouds, hitting the clouds below, but when it does, it doesn't filter to the ground. You know, it doesn't go through the clouds and hit the ground. It's very weird. You know, if it was that type of light beam. All right. Pretty wild stuff. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Yeah, thanks Remedy for sharing that, and Janine, we'll put the link to that video into the show description as we always do. Appreciate you, and thank you moderators, super chatters, newcomers, and veterans. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight, and all new members if there were any. Appreciate you as well. We will be back Monday for the live show. But I may do a surprise show tomorrow. I don't know. I may do it. Well, I'm going out in the morning, but I'll be home by enough time we can do something by 3. Is there football tomorrow? Let me take a look. I know there's, I don't think so. I think it's just Sunday now because there's only 4 teams left. Yeah. So no football tomorrow. All right, good. Oh, I can't wait till Sunday. Oh, the phone will be turned off. No, it won't be. But I would want to have it off. Let's just say that's how serious it is. Seattle. I picked Seattle to win the Super Bowl. And they are going to go up against, oh boy. The Patriots. Because it's easy to say that now, right? If everybody knows what happened, Bo Nix, the quarterback, the wonderful, talented quarterback, the future of the Broncos, broke his foot. So, you know, he's out. And the guy who hasn't played in 2 years is going to be the guy to try to get him to the Super Bowl. So, they still have a chance if the defense can turn it up. They can maybe get some takeaways, but not against the Rams. The Patriots, I mean, Patriots are darn good, and they are disciplined. They don't have any penalties, rarely do. Yeah, it's going to be tough, and they're going to keep bringing. They're going to be rushing the little quarterback. And the Rams and the Seahawks on Sunday in Seattle. the Rams do have a prayer, but they shot their load last week when they came back against the Bears. So they're not going to repeat like that. Seattle, Patriots, Super Bowl Sunday. All right. Oh, I think tomorrow the UFC is back, isn't it? Here we go. It is. And it's at 9 o'clock. 9 p.m. is the main card. Preliminaries at 7. 5:30 is the early prelims. So I have to work out at 3 o'clock. So there probably won't be a show tomorrow. Unless I do one at noon. No, there won't be. Guarantee it. All right, we'll be back Monday. Have a great weekend. I will put the members video up and other things. So I'll be trying to do shorts, like I said. So thanks again, everybody. Hope you have a safe, happy weekend. And if you ain't looking up, because everybody's like this, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. That's all I have to say. I'm going to get that vibe right about how to say that. All right. All right. See you guys. I know you're trying to just go already. I'm going already, but it's not working as fast like I want it to. See? All right. Say it. Say it. Alien Blast. Oh, boy. You fucker!
You laughed, you mocked, you shut us down. Called us names, tried to run us out. You pushed too hard, took too much. Now you're the ones who've lost their touch. You rigged the game, you changed the rules. Gaslit the world, played us for fools. But tides have turned, the storm is near. Cry all you want, we're still here. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent will stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. Censorship, lockdowns, all your control. Built your throne